Hey, I am speaking to you right now from in front of a grapevine. This is my grapevine here, and it's not doing too much amazing things right now, but hopefully in a little while it'll start to grow some leaves and eventually bear some really good fruit, and I'll really enjoy eating those grapes. I did look at this and realize that there's some new growth here, and some of that new growth can do some great things. But if I cut off some of those branches are just going to die, and they're going to be worthless. And again, that reminded me of something I read in John 15. I'm going to read that, the whole section for you. John 15 starts and says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine. You are the branches. If you remain in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." Now, a lot of people love that verse, and I love the verse where we find that Jesus says that all things are possible with him, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And we focus on that verse, but we don't always focus on this verse that I just read, that apart from me, you can do nothing. On my own, there's nothing that I can do. Apart from that vine, those branches are going to die. They're not going to bear fruit. They're going to be worthless. For us to really be effective people, for us to do ministry, to do anything of any value, we need to be connected to the vine, and that vine is God. It continues in verse 6, "If anyone does not remain in me, he is like a branch that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire, and burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be given you. This is to my Father's glory, that you may bear much fruit, showing yourself to be my disciples." Now, I know this is a grape because it bears grapes. And I should know that I'm a Christian if I bear the fruit of the Spirit. And the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. If I don't see those things in my life, I realize there's a problem. And by being connected to God, and I can do that by speaking to him, I can do that by reading his word, by spending time listening to him, I can bear that fruit if I have the Spirit in me. And Jesus goes on and talks about love. And he says, "As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Now remain in my love. If you obey my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have obeyed my Father's commands and remained in his love. I have told you this so that your joy may be complete. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that he lay down his life for his friends." And so, as we are around this Easter time, I want you to think about that great gift that Jesus gave for us, and that he laid down his life for us, and that because of that, we can be connected to him, and we can have that relationship with him, and we can bear the fruit that is only available through him.